again, said it so many times, you go back to Western Straits and we were on the plane home after taking a hammer in, and we were looking at what we needed to do over the following 2 years to give ourselves the best chance. Team event was the first thing that came up in our minds. So I think it's played. I think Luke spoke really highly about the tournament after Rome and what an important role it played in leading up to the Ryder Cup. So I think from Luke's perspective, from a vice captain's perspective, and then players as well, I think it's all. Look, you can never replicate the Ryder Cup, of course you can't, but you're putting yourself in so many similar situations, and playing in a team environment, and even the staff to how the nutrition works and everything like that. I think it plays a very big role in what goes on in September. So and yeah, on top of that, you know, for us, GB and I, we had a great week. Players played great, and we managed to win a trophy at the start of the year as well, which is a lovely feeling. Yeah, I think as a goal, it's always your goal to qualify for the Ryder Cup, and even, you know, that was my goal in the last one, which I didn't manage to do. But you want to qualify for the Ryder Cup, and not rely on a captain's pick, of course. And Luke, you know, I was very grateful that Luke showed his faith in me in the last one and made me one of the 6 picks. And you know, it gets harder and harder really to qualify. I think even, you know, from my first one in Paris, there was I feel like it might have gone down to 9 qualifiers at that point, but you know, it's a big difference from 9 to 6, like 6, and then the way that the qualifying criteria is now on kind of a world points sort of system, and how strong European golf is, it's very, very difficult to qualify. So if you are actually in those qualifying spots, you've had a great year. So you can look at that from an individual basis on how your year has been as well. But yeah, I would love to be there in any kind of form. I hope that I'm playing, and I hope that I've been one of the guys that qualified. Yeah, it's tough to win. You know, you can look at any number of things that would produce more wins, but I think, you know, ultimately trying to stay as consistent as possible, put myself in those positions as much as possible. I think one of the greatest winners of my generation, well, if not the greatest, is Rory. Rory puts himself in those situations all the time, and wins plenty as a result of it. So I think, you know, I love looking at the best players and the consistency levels that they have. And I know there's, you know, you look at somebody like Scotty Scheffler and the season he had, which is ridiculously phenomenal. Of course it is. But just looking at the guys that put themselves in contention all the time, and then, you know, deal with those situations and then pick events off as they go. And I think that's, you know, the kind of player that I want to be. I want to continue to improve my all-round game and put myself in a position to win as many times as possible, and then win as a result of that. And I think, of course, you know, like I say, you can look at any time you're in contention, you look at, oh, I could have done this better, I could have done that better, I hit a poor shot there, or, you know, that could have gone different. But just continue to be consistent, put myself there, and hopefully my time will continue to come more often as the time goes on.